Guys, we are going to be doing the steel speed run. That should take about 8 cycles. I don't know if we'll do it in 8 cycles though, but I think that's the record. So basically, we got to make a metal refinery and smelt steel. So we got to get refined carbon, and we got to get lime, and then iron. I forget which planet is good for that. The Terra planet cluster might be a little bit too large. Relica as well. Yeah, that's the thing. I'm looking for one with the ocean biome. Because you would have a small little geode, a fossil, with the salt water in it. That's what I'm hoping for. It might be Folia, man, because you get rusty oil. We could also do the metallic swampy or quagmaris. Relica, so the problem with Relica is, isn't it a little bit too large? Maybe Relica is where it's at. We'll try it out. Relica. All right, let me do a fast D20. 1. All right, this is it, boys. Okay. So what are we looking for? Might get an open iron volcano. That could be kind of interesting. Yeah, true. Okay, so we need dig. So we need 1 researcher. 100%. Because we need a tech up. So I want to get 12 science. Oh, narcoleptic. We will pray for Otto to not fall asleep. Oh man, that's gonna be tough. We need someone with digging skill. Slow learner, early bird, plus 10, we'll take that. And then get a bionic dupe to dig abyssalite. Maybe. I'm gonna try no bionic first. Who is the other person we want? Is it just 2 dupes with digging? Maybe it is the bionic dupe. All right, we'll go with this loadout. Steel run. Number 1. All right, boys. Let's do a really fast prediction as well. Before we get started. All right, more Gamba. We'll give you guys 5 minutes. Let's go. 1 more Gamba, boys. Just 1 piece of steel. The moment we finish it and it drops on the floor and shows up in the resource list. That's what we need. All right. Steel run number 1. We could get unlucky with the lime. The coal, the wood, we just use wood, right? You can make refined carbon a lot of ways now. Let's get it in. Dude, this map is huge. Dude, everything is so far away. Danathor! Welcome in. Got the lums. We got to give you the suspenders. Where are my suspenders at? Oh, those pants. I've been working on the P-Gen all the live long day. We need a matching sleeveless shirt. Alright, welcome in, man. No sleeves, baby. Alright, first things first. Food, snack this. That's fine. Lums, fine. We need to find iron. We need to find eggshells. We need to find wood. No, peat could become refined carbon, right? That's fine. Yeah. Alright, first things first. We gotta get metal. Second thing second, we need to find the resources we need. We don't have to set anything up. I don't think it's gonna matter. We need the metal for power and to get started. Iron, we just can't dig through the abyssalite. We could hope for like a trace amount to spawn. Fertilizer. Does anyone know what material type fossil is on the list? We have iron right there, but we can't touch it. Oh, opening at the bottom. Opening at the bottom. Okay, so... realistically, here. Here. Opening down below, we grab iron that way. Okay, we need to get power. Let me get this. Do it, Relica. Under 10 cycles or bust. That's pretty good, yeah. That's actually pretty good. That's a great idea. We probably won't be able to do it on this one, but that's a great idea, IMO. Okay. We need to do a little bit of digging right there. We have not found fossil anywhere. Y'all tell me if you see any fossil. I feel like it's actually kind of hard to find. Oh, we have to go to the fish biome. Oh man, we have to find the fish biome. See, that was the thing I was worried about this planet. Everything was going to be really far away. Okay, that allows us to get down to there. A little bit of wheels. Probably want to dig through this. See what we have on this side. Yeah, we have to go basically every direction we can. Got a little bit of oil. Ooh, salt biome. There might be fossil in this area. Iron, fossil, peat for coal. I probably need to grab supercomputer. Wait, do I? Metal refinery. Yeah, needs it. Okay. We got these guys over here. It looks like we're going to the right. There's potentially fossil down here. Iron is also red. Fertilizer. Doesn't look like we have any in range. Okay, so we get down to here. Granite layer. Unlucky. We need to be able to dig that tile right there. Fossil. Okay, it's right here. It's right here. It's right here. We just can't go inside until we get dig skill. The only other way to break this is with water pressure. Dude, that's 3 cycles. That really sucks. So peat is enough. Outhouse. Fossil for lime. Iron's up top. We were going down here for the natural tiles. There's no easy way to get through instead of going all the way around. I mean, we should try, right? To go all the way around. We need to at least try that. No, we have peat. We have peat. We're fine. We're fine. Supercomputer tech is on its way. Dude, how funny would it be if there was a piece of steel inside? Demolished building, biobot builder made out of steel. Dude, could you spawn with a dupe with demolition skill and then just decon the building for 1 steel? I don't know if you even get steel from this. I'm not actually sure how that works out, man. Somnium doors. True. You would have to get lucky, though, and find a story trait immediately. There's this chance that the story trait's not even on the planet. You know? So it's like, it's a weird RNG roll at that point. You don't think you get anything from deconstructing that? That's possible as well. That's also possible. We could go around. We're still trying to tech up. We'll probably need all this space. Another thing we should probably set up is the water pump so that we could even run the meta refinery. So we're basically doing a little bit of pre-digging, setting stuff up. We're researching what we can. Okay, that's going to be Rock Crusher. This is going to be Supercomputer. I probably do want access here. I just don't know if this is going to work out the way I need it to. Oh, we just do it here. Yeah. Wait, no, that doesn't work. No. All right, we'll do it anyways. Pitcher pump. We'll just have to bop this for the supercomputer then. And then ladder down. We'll be able to pump. Oh, we're gonna need liquid pump. Okay, let's grab that. Supercomputer. Key 9, we're digging through. Water is gonna be here. They'll have dirt. Water is gonna be available here now. Our research is there. We're gonna take some time for us to get it. We have no pipelines. I guess I know that we'll need power line here eventually. And then we're probably gonna utilize the space here. Yes. Still gotta work that out. Oh, the fossil's right here. That's a little bit closer. I still gotta go that way for the iron. Maybe we just go down, grab this, and then we just go through here once we have the skill. Alright, so that's good. We gotta get liquid pump. That is rock crusher, and then kiln. Relica turned out not to be that bad. So we have water right there. We still can't do some of the advanced stuff because we don't have the skill. Okay, research is done. We got the pump. So now we got to grab metal refinery. Here, and then we're going to have to grab pipeline. We got to make a little bit of refined carbon. Just one should be good. Small battery. We're also gonna need another power line. Yeah. Or else we're just gonna have to overload with the skinny line. That's gonna be so weird. We get none of the thick wires, dude. We're just gonna overload with a skinny line. That's gonna be so weird. It's just gonna have to take the overload damage. We're just gonna have to repair it. I think. I don't know how else we could really I mean, I guess we could research power line if we're not doing anything else. Fossils. The excavation's a skill, though. We made refined carbon. Nice. Dude, we have no skill points. Everyone's working, but it's like barely anything is like leveling up. I guess we don't really need to do that. Still don't have the other stuff. That's the thing, like, we can't dig to them. Mammalids don't give you eggshells. And right now, we don't have the skill to do the supercomputer research. Alright, since we don't... I don't think it's worth it, the path towards heavy wire. Maybe it is. The weirdest setup. Now we still gotta get make the large battery just for the skill points. I was hoping that he could just level up doing the other jobs, but man, it is slow. Maybe we print a dupe out with the research skill, and we'll get that in a couple of seconds. Print out a dupe with dig skill. Ooh. Damn it. Print out a dupe with dig skill and a skill point. I'm actually not sure, man. What would be better? Alright, so this is technically ready. No one is ever lucky. Alright, we'll take Bonnie. Bonnie gets research. Should be good. We gotta get to the fossil. So this is really just kind of waiting. We need to get iron here. Oh, exposed iron. Okay. So we could actually get it right now. Oh my god, what a dartle. The only thing would have been better if there was an eggshell. Suit wearers are good for that, yeah. It's pretty good. Then we want to do that. Here, here, here. And then we need dig skill for the fossil. Dude, that's what I was hoping for. Iron spawning right outside of the biome. Because that's possible, right? Alright, we get water this way. Bonnie needs to research. We got to get to the fossil. We still need dig skill in order to get that, but we'll have everything else ready by then. Hopefully. There is a mosquito egg. It's probably not going to be it, though. Alright. Iron's almost ready. CO2 right here. Hopefully that's not that big of a problem. Sleeping and then CO2. We could do something where we dig the oxalite and move it there. And then it's going to be in the liquid lock, so to speak, as a breathing spot. Just for breathability. Iron. At least 2, because we need 70. We're gonna move oxalite inside, so there's a breathing pocket. Alright. And then we just need someone with dig skill. We just need EXP at this point. Oxalite. Oxygen's now included. We just need to be able to dig fossil. Dude, we might be able to do this faster if we just had the boop with dig skill. I'm not even kidding. It's actually kind of insane how close we are. We just got to get refinery tech. Grab the fossil, get lime. We already have the iron and refined carbon. Water pump is ready. Heck, this is actually going to speed it up too. We'll pre-fill the pipeline with water so it's ready to move in. There we go. And then we'll just build a couple of pipes here. Not able to dig up the lime's kind of tough. Outhouses are working. Wow, the iron is good. 100 kgs. 100 kgs. We are on the tech. We just need the people working on the tech. We could use water to dig. We're so close. Maybe they'll level up in their sleep. Okay, what else do we need? I think it's a mineral for the meta refinery, so it's not that bad. Okay, double researcher, looking good. No lab bonus. Would that speed it up? Building these doors right here for the lab bonus. More batteries for meta refinery. That's fair, that's fair. We have no oxygen generation right now though, funny enough. Put a light as well. I don't have lights. Yo man, where are you getting these lights from, dude? I don't have that discovered. Have a boop sleep and become a light source. Put the refinery next to this research portal. That potentially does do something. Lab bonus. The problem with this is that the wires are going to overload, man. Have a dupe sleep next to the digging dupes. That's a little bit. I see what you're trying to do. I don't think it works though. Actually, no tech. No, the boops work, but it's not reliable. It's more so what I mean. It's not reliable because of the fact that you can't really control where they sleep. Sometimes the boops do the thing where they're like, you move them somewhere and they're like, nah, man, I want to sleep here. And they just walk away. And it's like, okay, man. You can sleep there, I guess. It works, though, if you get them to sleep on spot. No lime. Chrono boost. This guy. Speaking in tongues. Should I have just gotten a skill scrubber and scrub my research dupe? Dude, I'm considering that. That might be faster, dude. Skill scrub. Dude, he's about to level, though. Maybe it's not worth. It was StarCraft. I play StarCraft 1, dude. Chrono Boost is not a thing. At least not in StarCraft 1. Yeah, the second iron is good. We have it. We're just literally waiting on lime. My dude's probably gonna level up in his sleep. Oxygen is thin. There it is. It's time. We don't need any more water, so this is just literally gonna be running the wheel for the rock crusher. We need 2 golden boys. Get the fossil, come on. Get the fossil boys. We could get this by the end of cycle 6. Hey, man. Making one of those IKEA beds is a lot of work. What's going on, Carrie? Welcome in. Dude, man, you gotta put an IKEA bed together, man. You better be there for a while, man. Relica might be easier with having a boop. Okay, that's 1. Second, fossil is delivered. 2. Deliver everything, boys. It's time. Please. You try to put an IKEA bed for your kid before bedtime. That's not wise, man. That's you know, man. That's an endeavor, man. You need to spend some time doing that. Danathor, you got this. No, everyone's having breathing issues. It's time! Overload. No, run batteries. Please. Run the wheels. No, oxygen. 6 cycles, I'm in. Steel, baby, is that a record? What's the record? What's the record? What is the record? I thought it was 8 cycles. No way this is world record, right? We got very lucky, I will say. But I have no idea. Record is cycle 3? Wait, that's not possible. That's not possible. You can't print steel on cycle 3. You're joking. Okay, I was gonna say. Damn, like, no way, man. Even if you save Scummit, that's not possible. Yeah, this was random seed, and we got a good seed. The sleep machine isn't guaranteed on the planet. It could be on other planets. So it's like, you know, I guess you could try. But if it's specifically smelt steel speedrun, that technically doesn't count. Because we're talking about the same thing here. The problem is that this is a building you need to demolish. The doors you can just deconstruct. I don't think deconning gives you anything if it needs the skill. Oh, I see. Because it's a demolition job. I see the logic. I see the logic. But the door is just a normal decon job, so maybe you do get to steal from that. Alright, I want to say this was a decent time. But I don't actually know if it is. Specifically, though, if it's smelt steel speedrun, that wouldn't count. Getting to the somnium and deconstructing the door. Technically, because it's smelting, right? You gotta smelt it. Cycle 3 is world record. Is that random seed? In order to do it on cycle 3, you have to have a bionic dupe with dig skill. And then you need another bionic dupe probably with research skill. Yeah, you have to have dupes with the specific research and dig skill a lot of times. You can't dig up fossil without the dig skill, so you need it for that. And then you need advanced research to even tech up the refinery. If you do boops, though, I do believe that's possible. Is there a research microchip in the beginning? Cycle 3 is probably a random seed. Hey, man, we'll do it in 6 cycles. I'm happy with this. I'm happy with this. 2 boops, 1 dupe. That makes sense. 2 bionics and 1 normal dupe at start. And then you immediately sleep them for microchips. And then you gotta craft. Oh, and then that's how you get the research module. And you do start with crafting station. So you wouldn't have to tech that up. Okay. And then since you start with power, I mean, you wouldn't be able to use the batteries for anything in the beginning, though. I see you guys. I see you guys. I'll take this, though. Not bad. Not bad. 6 cycle steel speed run. We randomly lucked into a good seed. I randomly noticed the iron on the top left. And then for the most part, getting the fossil down there was pretty nice with the biome. Dude, it was. Like, we walked close enough to be able to see it in the corner. Alright, there's more iron up top. So technically it wasn't like super rare, I guess. Because we have some here and we have some up here. On this side, we didn't get lucky. There's no iron in the edges of the abyssalite. That would have been really sweet, though, if we had some right there. And then the only downside is that in the beginning of the game, you don't have eggs. Even if you were to, like, egg crack them. you have no eggs in general, which is kind of unfortunate. Wouldn't be able to get eggshells so that you could skip dig skill. What are the chances you spawn close enough to fossil and you have a situation where you could pressure dig it? Where you could use water pressure to dig the tile to be able to get fossil. What are the chances? Man, we got really lucky with this though. Guys, we did it.